Here is Jane Duta, a cancer patient from Limuru, Kenya, who has proven that cancer can be fought to its defeat. Jane Duta has overcome the pain of cancer after battling with it for more than 3 years.
Kwa majina naitwa Jane Duta. Nimetoka upande wa Limuru, mahali panaitwa Kiawaroga Mona. Nilikuwa mgonjwa kansa ya cervical. Nikajulikana Kiambu, wakanituma Kenyatta.
Through her pain, her mother, who has also been ailing a heart disease, has always been by her side, giving her hope and encouragement.
Jeni nyokire guku mucii ni ndari murwaru ni nioka guteithia no ni acokire agikorwo nake ni murwaru na agikorwo ni guthie thibitari kuria Kenyatta na agituika wa gukorwo ndekota gwitwara ringi ni ndamutwaraga.
Along the journey, Jane Duta came across a support group called Lady Hope, which has transformed her life completely. From Lady Hope support group, Jane Duta has been able to receive her cancer medical care, counseling programs, and now she is being taught poultry farming, which has made her more active. Jane Duta ensures that her food is chemical-free as one of her daily routines that enables her to live a healthier life. Jane Duta plans to encourage other patients through Lady Hope support group, sharing her story of hope and experience from cancer.
Pain that leaves the body may come in the form of tears, but cancer has become a pain that may never leave. Many of us, if not all of us, are victims of this terminal pain. It won't cost much to come together to give hope and encourage the patients who live among us and in the wider communities around. It's about creating awareness, counseling, providing medical support, and economic reestablishment to women from humble backgrounds affected by cancer. Lady Hope, founded by Mrs. Veronica Mwangi in the year 2010, is a non-profit organization that has seen it best to be a part of the difference in our society.
My name is Veronica Mwangi, a mother of 2 daughters, and a mother even to many more in the wider community. Lady Hope Wellness Institute was registered as a charitable non-governmental organization in year 2010, and currently we have a cancer support group membership of 70 members. In our fight against cancer, we want to pass a message of hope that each one of us can take a step in the fight against cancer by preventive measures, taking control, treatment, and management of the disease, especially among the poor communities.
The group's first vision was to cater for women enduring the pain of cervical cancer. But along the way, many patients suffering from different cancer pain would come to the organization for refuge. This created the need for Lady Hope Group to stretch its wings to accommodate both men and women enduring all kinds of cancer pain.
Akaniambia hiyo automatically ni prostate cancer. Red Hope nilisaidiwa na rafiki mmoja huko Kenyatta, akaniweza kuna kikundi kinaitwa Red Hope.
Red Hope has 4 key objectives. 1, we pass cancer information. 2, we have patient care, whereby we uplift poor cancer patients from the grassroots and bring them to Nairobi for specialized treatment. Along the way, catering for them for accommodation, food and transport. We also pay for our members the monthly membership for National Hospital Insurance Fund, which is nowadays helping them a lot in their treatment process. And thirdly, we facilitate free cancer screening for low-income people. And fourthly, we do psychosocial, spiritual, and economic empowerment for the cancer-affected families.
Mrs. Veronica ensures that the patients meet at least twice a week. They meet under a tent provided by St. Catherine's Siena Parish. Under this tent, they interact together and share a meal while they knit, sew, and make different fabric materials. They knit sweaters, warmers, carpets, bags, baskets, also known as viando. These skills are usually acquired in Lady Hope as the patients train each other and encourage one another to make as many pieces as possible, while keeping busy as a way of diverting their minds from the pain of the disease. These products are sold to different clients across the country. The revenue collected is used to pay for the patient's health insurance, caters for transport to and from support group meetings, and counseling programs, as well as supporting their families.
Over the years, we have been able to put together a cancer support group which meets once a week. And during these sessions, the patients benefit by being together, having some time together, sharing experiences, and also being trained on various activities that later help them in life as we equip them with materials for generating income.
Counseling programs have proven to be helpful to the patients. Not all of them have been enrolled into the program because it's expensive. Namunyak Counseling Services, which is a part of St. Catherine's Siena Parish, is the one in charge of the counseling programs to Lady Hope members.
My name is Father John Loricio, and I run Namunyak Counseling Consultancy Services for almost 10 years now, and I have seen a lot of fruits coming out. Clients come to us in different situations and different cases, especially Lady Hope. I knew Lady Hope maybe 3 years ago, since Veronica is our parishioner here. I have worked for maybe 5 sessions with them already as individuals, and then 5 others as a group. Counseling is not advice. Counseling is showing people realities of life. We call it talk therapy, and that's how curing comes about. So Namunyak Counseling Services and Lady Hope have come together as a group to help them to see hope where there's hopeless and see light where there's no light at the end of the day.
Niko kwa pande yako nimefurahia zaidi kwa counseling. Kwa sababu niliona nimechukiwa hata nikaona kama nidharau, na hata mimi nikasema sasa mimi niko wapi? Sasa nitajisaidia aje? Lakini wakati nilikuja counseling, hata vile nilikuwa nambeba na vile ninanenewa, sasa ikaona sana hata niko sawa. Sasa nikasema sasa ni mzuri sasa.
If you have cancer and then there's always that rejection, you feel that you are being rejected, and it is true. People reject those who are sick, not just cancer patients, but anybody who is having that kind of disease, they are rejected.
Members in Lady Hope have been transformed tremendously due to the different programs offered by Lady Hope Community. During every support group meeting, the patients meet under the tent. One of the assigned priests of St. Catherine Siena shares a word of hope with the patients and encourages them spiritually.
My names are Father Emmanuel Mulu, OP, meaning the Order of Preachers. I am a Dominican priest. I am also the assistant parish priest in this parish, St. Catherine of Siena, Parish Kitisuru. We have been journeying with the cancer patients, mostly the women in our parish, organized by one of the parishioners, Veronica Njoroge, and Lady Hope as the name of that group. And my experience since I began working with them spiritually has always been that once you meet them, many of them, they look so desperate. It's like they are giving up in life. They have a lot of self-pity. And once you look into their faces, it's like they have a lot of quarrels with God. And mine has always been trying to encourage them, to show them that everything a human being goes through has a purpose in God. Whether bad things or good things, whether bad health or good health, there is always a purpose in that. And so trying to explain that to them has always lifted their spirits. And sometimes you find them, maybe when you are starting to talk to them, they are even not listening to you. But when you touch on some issues, on that kind of bitterness, the pain which they have, and that kind of quarrels which they have with God, it's like all of them, they are paying attention. They are quite alert, and they want to listen to know what is this problem they have done? What is these bad things they have done? What are these sins they have done against God that God can't forgive them? And so we have been trying to explain to them that it could be, no, it could not be a problem, in fact, not even a problem with their behavior towards God that is punishing them, because that's the kind of trend that goes around, that because of sins, then God is punishing me. But trying to show them that all these things are done for God to achieve his purpose. And with that, we do encourage them to continue praying and not to lose hope in life, not to despair, because God will always be working with them. With that, I would want to encourage others who are also suffering from these terminal illnesses, namely cancer, to know that there are support groups around, because once someone is alone, will always feel dejected. And it is true, they can always despair and give up, because probably people will leave them, people will forget about them, people will reject them, but God will not reject them. And so when they are in these groups, they are giving each other energy and hope of moving. They are also, the groups are also showing them how to cope with the sickness, especially going even for therapies, the chemotherapies. When you are at home, many times you might find no one is talking about it. But when you come into these groups, you will find there is that kind of assistance which is needed. Sometimes it could be even something very minor which is finishing them. But when they are in these groups, then they find there is a lot of help. So that is my opinion, what I would wish to share with those who are out there and they don't know. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Another achievement we've had over the years, we have been able to uplift some patients from upcountry. We've brought them out for treatment at Nairobi. And after full completion, we've trained them and integrated them back to the community, where they've become our ambassadors in our fight against cancer, as our ambassadors in our screening advocacy. Another great achievement we take pride in is the involvement of the youth. We've been able to get hundreds of youth to get involved in Lady Hope project, whereby we empower them with information. And the key to cancer fight is youth participation, whereby when we empower them, they take the step to be screened early, to take charge of their health. And as they do this, they also pass the information through the various social medias, and this way the information is passed on speedily.
I am Mandela Chalo. I am a representative of Mombasa Bound Buses. We are a Facebook group, a Facebook page of bus lovers and bus enthusiasts. We as a group, we as Mombasa Bound Buses, we are proud to be associated with the Lady Hope, and we'd really like to call upon any other, especially youth groups out there, to be also part of this great initiative, to be able to help out the society in one positive way or another, so that at the end of the day, she will definitely be blessed.
Hi, I'm Catherine Manning. I'm an alumni of Bribe and Garden Estate, and when I was there, I did a community service project, which was with the Lady Hope group. I learned a lot about cancer, but not just learning about cancer, but I got to connect with the ladies who I met there. When I was there, I dealt with one particular lady. Her name was Elizabeth. Her story truly, truly touched me. Also, cancer is very close to me, as a big part of my life has cancer, my grandpa. So meeting with those ladies, seeing their strength, it also gave me, I don't know the right words, but it really touched me. Also knowing the backgrounds which they've come from, how their families neglect them and they have to fend for themselves. That truly touched me. Also, I think that Lady Hope is doing such a good job because it's raising that awareness that these people who are having cancer can be survivors of cancer, which I think not many of us, really think about. You hear someone has cancer and you're like, they're gonna die. But actually, if we do something about it, these guys can go to the clinics, they can get the treatment they need as early as their first stage or their second stage, which is what Lady Hope offers. So I do urge everyone to go to the center and see what the ladies are really about. All they want is just a listening ear. That's all I did, and it really impacted the ladies.
Over the past 8 years, we've had many patients from different parts of the country who've given us different experiences with the disease. And in common, we found that the cancer fight begins in the mind. Cancer is not a death sentence, provided someone is willing to fight. Of importance is a recent case where we've had a 74-year-old cervical cancer patient from Nyandarua County. She was introduced to the project through a phone call, and she took the initiative of traveling to Nairobi and leaving her family behind. She came, and at our umbrella, she underwent a biopsy, surgery, and 28 sessions of radiotherapy. By last week, she got a scan which cleared her the cancer. She's now cancer-free, and her fight has shown us that it's all in the mind, and those willing to fight will emerge victorious. So for those fearing screening, we'd urge you to go for screening and let the fear of the unknown not hinder you. We'd want to thank our partners who've been with us in this project and whose impact is being felt by the patients. We've had the St. Catherine of Siena community. We have Kathrek International Community. We have National Bank of Kenya, Westlands branch. We have Mason Services. We have various bus companies under the umbrella of Mombasa Bound Buses. We also have Lower Kabete campus students. We have Braeburn Garden Estate School. We have the Nairobi County Council through the Women Affirmative Action Fund. We have Wada Joy Party World. We have Befrey Caterers. And we also have many individual friends of the project. The challenges facing us are many, especially when it comes to the patients. They have no family support. Most of them come forward. They've been rejected by their families. And taking care of them is a real problem because there is no one to consult back at home. And it has been a major problem. Secondly, we realize that the cancer journey, the cancer treatment journey, is of little hope when it comes to the mindset. Those who are faint-hearted give up easily, hence losing the battle. We also find that supporters tend to be attracted to projects with instant results and positive results. With the cancer journey, the journey is tedious, and we can say that even potential supporters keep away because of this. So our major challenge has been funding. My appeal today to all people of goodwill is to help Lady Hope move from our two rented rooms to a place of our own where we can centralize all our activities that include knitting, weaving, support group meetings, seminars, and even poultry farming. The change you wish to see begins with you and me. Together, we can enhance the quality of lives for hundreds of cancer-affected families as we work towards lightening the economic burden of cancer on our economy.